What it is, what it is. It's your boy LB. Another episode of The Foo. We here at The Foo. Traditional martial arts. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Can traditional martial arts help you in real time? What's that training all about? We here at The Foo. We're going to let some people come in the room first. And then we're going to get our talk on. We're going to get our foo on. Fact over opinion. What it is, what it is. All right, we about to jump into this. Traditional martial arts. Now, I always get that question. About traditional martial arts as far as the training of it and the training over what I guess would be considered modern martial arts. And how does that affect you in real time? Now, the thing with traditional martial arts training is training form and trying to stay pure to what the form is trying to do. So if I was doing traditional crane style, I would really be into my crane or snake. I'd really be into striking with my snake and maybe dipping my hands in fire, doing all of the traditional conditioning things that, helped martial artists from that time. There's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing like, I train in the forms of Pa Kwa, Tai Chi, traditional forms. But what does that mean to fighting? I don't want to say absolutely nothing, because training the mind of anything productive and gaining your body back can help you in the real fight. But the problem with traditional martial arts is it's like stuck in the time warp. It's in the time bubble. And being a traditionalist martial artist and being in that bubble, what happens is it's like a man. It's like one of them dudes still dressing like he in the 70s. Traditionally, what I'm saying? He's still like the baggy pants, what I'm saying? He still like the Lees and the Adidas. And this could be nothing wrong to his style. But what happens is he stands out because time has moved on. Traditional martial artists are almost like those people that can't accept change. Change is life. Traditions are good, and they should be used to remember that moment, but you're in a different moment. So when you see someone training how to fight like a snake, and he gets in there and fights with a boxer, he's probably going to get beat up, because traditionally the sparring they used at that time to train the snake style or whatever the style is not fitting what's happening now. MMA is a true example of this. Like, MMA didn't just blow up because it just happened like that. No, if you look back at the early days of MMA, they used to say the names. It wasn't MMA. It was crab style versus karate. But what they found out is all of them crab styles, they were just getting fucked up. So it was like, there's no use to say the name. Let's just say MMA. These guys are MMA fighters. And then you can say what forms you trained in. But in the earlier days, before Dana White and them got their hands on the MMA, it was kind of discovery of like, can those abstract styles face styles that centered around kicking, punching, and wrestling. And what happened more times than any was that the punchers, kickers, and wrestlers was clean as shot. You know what I'm saying? None of these guys that did these so-called traditional martial arts can make them work. and some could because maybe they were just natural fighters. But on the numbers, they couldn't make it work because it lacked certain things to fit the criteria of today. Like a traditional weapon would be a bow and arrow. But now we have guns that shoot bullets in less than in a millisecond. So you got your traditional bow and arrow. I got the new age Mac 11. What do you think is going to happen? Now there is a chance you can kill. An arrow kills. This is true. An arrow kills. But traditionally, it was good for its time. But in this time now, you have to fit your training to what's happening now. And what's happening now is the understanding and the hard training. Salute. You know what I'm saying? Hip Hop Fiend is up in here. That's right. Salute to the homies. And like I was saying, the hardcore training of today of being way more conscious on rope jumping, running miles, you know what I'm saying? These things have taken the forefront, and athleticism matters in fight. So you get people that are hardcore athletes, they would tear most of these traditional martial artists up. You know, because traditionally you're not training the way a boxer may train, but because of mixed martial arts, kickers train like boxers train like kickers, wrestlers train like kickers and punchers. So now the deck is stacked against traditional martial arts. So for the culture of your soul and doing forms, like, you know, I do my Bagua form, yes, but I do not enter real-time fighting like this in the traditional stance that the art says. You know, I'm going to stick with what's happening right now. Hands up, chin down, you know what I'm saying, and explode through there. So no, I don't have a big knock on traditional martial arts, but I do say you have to be an agent of change, and because that's life. Life is change, and no matter how good things were back then, we are at where we at. You know the old saying, it ain't where you from, it's where you're at. Same thing with martial arts. So always look to upgrade your arts according to what's happening to the time. Like, you know, way back, wrestling didn't have the forefront it had until the Gracies. Now a lot of people and fighters are making sure they have some element of a ground game. At least know how to sprawl and stop a man from taking you down. So this is the agent of change, and we have to welcome that, not push it away and say, nah, I'm a traditionalist. I'm not doing that, none of that stuff, because then you're just cutting off an area of information. So there you have it, my chat and my chewing of the fat on the food, fact over opinion. Traditional martial arts are good, but when it's time to engage in some good old-fashioned whoop ass, man, listen. Train according to your time and your timeline. It's your boy.